Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns, every single time we have breakdowns of NFL coverage here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into the action. Looking at this game here, you saw last week, and they've been going away from this the whole season. And against Houston, it seemed to work. They ran the football. The Raiders ran the football. The football with Josh Jacobs was run several times. They scored multiple touchdowns, and it set up the offense to do what it needed to do. They need to follow that game plan from here on out. Let's just be clear. Davante Adams is a special wide receiver, but if everybody knows he's getting the football and they're knowing that you got Derek Carr throwing the football, it's not easy getting the ball there. It's different with Aaron Rodgers because they did different screens, they did different slant routes, they did different things, and they've been on the same accord for many, many years. But when you have Derek Carr and Davante not having that familiarity at the NFL level, maybe in college level they did, but not in the NFL level, it fits better there. When you're looking at the setup of Waller, when you look at Hunter Renfrow, these guys have premium offensive players. These guys have all different kind of styles. They have different kind of sets. And you got to think, with McDaniels, you have to use the maximum to get the maximum out of these guys. You have a better skill set of offensive players in the NFL. Your offensive line may need some work, but you have the premium tight end. Waller's a great tight end. Big, tall tight end, has good hands. He can block. He can be physical when he needs to. In this game here against the New Orleans Saints, the Saints playing the Cardinals, you saw directly how they played. The Saints took their foot off the gas pedal. They wasn't aggressive late, and that cost them. So you got to keep in mind, you want to keep that same mentality against the Saints. You want to put your foot on the gas pedal and try to score as many points as possible. If I'm Derek Carr, I'm looking at the Saints defense. I'm saying, okay, they got a couple of injuries. Okay, I can take a couple of shots here. I can take a couple of shots there, but most of the time I want to run the football. The Saints are not big enough to hold you all game long against a run. We saw that late in the football game. If Arizona chose to run with Kyler Murray, they could run anytime they wanted to. So that lets me know that those holes on the defense can be the same holes that Josh Jacobs runs through. Not only do the Raiders have a pretty good system as far as offense, you got to keep in mind, if Derek Carr is spinning the ball, he can spin the ball. But you want to protect him too. You don't want to put him in harm's way. I would sacrifice the first couple of series to make sure that I can run the ball, to let the Saints know, hey, look, we're running the football today. Buckle up that chin strap, big boy. We running the football today. So the Saints offense, it's mirrored because they don't really have a splashy style. They have a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball, so you're going to have the advantage there. But also, the Saints are going to be able to score points because that Raiders defense is not the best. They give up a lot of points, a lot of yards, everything. So in this football game, it's going to be tough, but I feel like the Las Vegas Raiders are going to be able to pull this out. I think that their offensive talent is going to outweigh their lack of defense as far as having that. I think that when you're coming down to it, you have to make sure that every single thing that you're doing is going to be productive towards you winning the football game. That means that your time of possession, that means that you, even when it comes to you making field goals versus touchdowns, you really have to go after it. At this point, you have to run an uphill battle because you have to keep up with the Chargers. You have to keep up with the Chiefs. You want to make sure you're making the playoffs if you're Josh McDaniels. So I'm picking the Raiders to win this one. I'm fully confident that they can get the job done, and I think that the Saints are going to not be that tough of a test for them. So are you Saints fans? Are you Raiders fans? Get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the updates and all the breakdowns. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.